Hey, Jackson here at Song Mentor. Today's song was released by Chuck Berry, written by Chuck Berry, and released in 1963. A cover version followed in 1964 by Johnny Rivers, and that version became the #2 song in America. It's Memphis, Tennessee, sometimes just known as Memphis. And this is really a clever piece of songwriting by Mr. Berry. He unfolds a story where he's returning a phone call from somebody. We later find out is a girl named Marie, and then we later find out is his daughter. And really very clever. Some beautiful lyrics in here. Hurry home drops on her cheek. Just wonderful little bits of writing. A great song, covered by Johnny Rivers and written by Chuck Berry. Here's Memphis, Tennessee.
All right, well, I have good news and I have bad news. Now, the good news is you only need 2 actual chords for this song, which I'm going to show you in just a sec. The bad news, and it's not bad news, it's all good news, but the more complicated news is that we do have a few riffs. That one, and a nice little chop there, and a little thing like that. And we have all that to learn as well. So the 2 chords oversimplifies it. There's a little bit more to learn. First chord you're going to need is a barred B7 chord. And in case you're not familiar with this particular structure, I'm just going to explain it to you. Of course, the bar is on the 2nd fret, across the 2nd fret. And now your 3rd finger is on the 4th fret of the 4th string, and your pinky finger is on the 4th fret of the 2nd string, which means it's similar to this A7, this open A7 formation down here, of course barred up 2 frets. That's a B7. And the second chord you're going to need is an open E major. And the song cycles between those 2 chords. So again, bar B7, open E major. Okay, I thought I'd mention as we begin here that most of the stuff I'm showing you is from the Johnny Rivers, the 1964 version of this song. I think a little more user-friendly, a little more fun. So the strumming pattern that's going to take you through all the verses. And what I'm doing there is muting with the heel of my hand here on the strings, picking on the B note, which is the root note of the chord. Just pick and strum. On the 4th beat of the measure, I'm going to do a quick up-down strum at the end, like this. Now that's optional. You don't have to do that. It just gives it a little more feel. Long distance information, give me Memphis, Tennessee. Like that. And the same applies when you switch to the E chord. Okay, so that's your main strumming pattern through the verses. All right, let's tackle that signature intro. The actual notes are, which is and are, the 5th fret of the 2nd string, the E note, then the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, then the 4th fret of the 3rd string, the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, the open 3rd string, and then the 2nd fret of the 4th string. So it's 5, 3, 4, 2, open, 2. 5, 3, 4, 2, open, 2. Now those are the notes, but we want to add a little bit to it because we want to make it Johnny Rivers style here. So what we're going to do is take our 3rd finger and we're going to slide up from the C note, or the D note rather, on the 2nd string. We're going to slide it up to the E note. And then when we pick it, we're going to pick down on the first 2 strings, from the 2nd string down. So as we're sliding, we're picking those 2 strings. And then we're going to, using our 1st finger, play the D note, but also include the open 1st string. So slide up. Again, picking those two strings. Practice that a few times. We're basically going to do the same thing now on the third and second strings. That is, we're going to use our second finger and slide up from the second fret. Again, this time we're picking down on the third and second strings only as we slide up. And then, and you can actually hit that second string if you want when you hit that A note as well. There's your little run down to finish it off. So again, slowly. Takes us into that. So go over that a few times. That's the intro. Okay, well, let's cover that main chop. Now you can play it that way. So basically I'm open E string and then using second, fourth, and fifth frets, standard blues chop here, on the fifth string. You can play it with first finger, third finger, and pinky finger. Or you can cheat like I do and play it. And that's just first finger, third finger, and then third finger slides up to the fifth fret and then back down. Picking hand. All downstrokes. Johnny Rivers includes a little at the end of this, so he plays a. So try to put that in. It's optional again, but if you can, it's kind of neat. All you're doing is taking your first finger, sneaking it down there, down to the A note on the G string and bending it. Play around with that. Okay, that's the standard chop. When we get to the B7 chord, we get into that strumming pattern. Okay, we have everything we need to get started, do the intro and a verse. Okay, I want to talk to you a little bit about a time change here. Normally in a blues progression we would go 4 bars, like long distance information, give me 2 in Tennessee, 3 help me find the party, try to 4 get in touch with me, and then we'd switch, could not leave a number, 1 and 2 beats, and then we'd go back to the B right there. That's a normal blues progression. This doesn't. It stays in the E for just a little bit longer. Listen to this. Long distance information, give me Memphis, Tennessee, help me find the party, try to get in touch with me. Switched, should not leave a number, but I know a place to call. Stay, cause my uncle took the message and he wrote it on the wall. Okay, so you're going to notice that it doesn't switch when the normal progression like this switches. This lingers for 1 beat longer on the E chord before switching back to the B. Okay, let's try that intro and verse. Long distance information, give me Memphis, Tennessee, help me find a party, try to get in touch with me. She could not leave a number, but I know who place to call. My uncle took the message and he wrote it on the wall. Help me information. Okay, there's the first verse, intro. first verse, and again, notice that little delay on the E chord before going back to the B. All right, I want to show you this wonderful instrumental riffing that he does, that neat stuff. Form an open D minor chord, a simple 3-note D minor chord. Now slide that whole thing up to the 5th fret. That is, your first finger will be on the marker fret, the 5th fret there. So we're sliding that from the 5th fret to the 7th fret and back, just moving that D minor formation back and forth. The picking hand, pick, slide up. Okay, and then we're just going to repeat that whole thing. We're going to slide it all the way up to the 10th fret so that our pointer's on the 10th fret. And then back down. And watch the way it ends. Again, the picking there. Okay, there's that wonderful little musical interlude. All right, Johnny Rockers, let's put this all together now. You've already done the intro and the first verse, so what we're going to do is we'll pick it up from the chop leading into the instrumental interlude. We'll play that, we'll play the interlude, we'll play and sing the 3rd and 4th verses, and then finish with the ending, which of course is the same as the intro. Help me information, more than that I cannot add. Only that I miss her and all the fun we had. But we were pulled apart because her mom did not agree, and tore apart our happy home in Memphis, Tennessee. Last time I saw Marie, she's waving me goodbye, with her at home drops on her cheek that trickle from her eye. Maria's only 6 years old, information please. Try to put me through to her in Memphis, Tennessee. All right, there's Memphis, Tennessee, Johnny Rivers. That was a lot of fun. We'll see you next time on Song Mentor.